So there's a myth that marketing to B2B is harder than B2C.
It's a myth. Listen, there is this myth, and I don't know why, because we used to suffer from the same myth, and it's just not the case. Whether you're marketing to consumers or marketing to a business, it's still the same process, right? I'm not going to get into the weeds of tactics and, those kind of things, because every business you market to, that's going to be different. But when you look at it, you're building an audience, right? Who are your prospects? Who are the people most likely to buy? What are you going to say to them, right? What do I say? So what is your message? What is your call to action? How am I going to reach them? Through what channels? You can reach them B2B or B2C, mail, email, social, SMS, you name it, you can reach those audiences the same way, and the analytics. And so when you're starting a marketing campaign, we used to think, man, we're doing B2B. What do we do? Because we couldn't maybe reach them through Facebook or something. We didn't have a good strategy, but it's the same thing. You got to get the right audience, the right message, the right channel, and then review and have analytics and a dashboard to let you know what's happening in real time. It's the same exact thing. Now, Mike's argument is that it's different because, the tactics are going to differ, or the message is going to have to differ, or maybe one of the digital channels is going to be stronger, like LinkedIn than Facebook, which that also can be a myth, whether LinkedIn's stronger on B2B than Facebook is on B2B. I would have thought that was the case. We learned that it wasn't the case back when we were using LinkedIn. So yeah, the tactics are going to change, but the process is the process, right? The process, you have to stick to the process. And if you do, the outcome is going to be the same, whether you're doing B2B or B2C.
Yeah, 100%. It's all, again, start with the audience. Who is your audience? Figure out the best channels, the best tactics, the best conversation, the content that you want to deliver to them that makes the most sense, that delivers the best value to them. And that's how you win every time, whether it's B2B or B2C. And that example, yes, 100%. That's why you have to approach it the same way.
Same way. Oh, yeah, how you go about it, like as an example, LinkedIn. LinkedIn's, their ad network has always been not their strongest product, right? But there's another way to reach people more effectively on LinkedIn, and it's through content, right? It's through these short blurbs. We actually hired somebody a couple of months ago, and the results have been staggering. We went after a specific audience, e-commerce brands, $1 million or more. We went after a specific position, and we started to generate content that we knew those people were going to be interested in. And so it was more of a long tail approach, more of a content driven approach instead of an ad driven approach, but the outcome is still the same, right? We picked an audience, we filmed content and wrote content that was going to appeal to that audience. We start building connections through LinkedIn. And so that's the way we did it with LinkedIn. It's a different tactic than you'd use for B2C, but it still started at the same place.
Yeah, and there are some audiences that are more challenging than other audiences, whether they're consumer related or business related. Like in our field, marketing to other agencies, other ad agencies that kind of use our software and our tactics, that's a really hard deal because those guys, there's a certain conversation that you have to have, and because they're in the marketing world, they know kind of, whether, they can they try to feel things out a little bit more, and they think they're the experts, so they don't want to be told they're wrong. So it's a little bit more challenging in that aspect of it, but that's just one business. There's other businesses that as long as they have a problem, you should be able to market your solution to them.
Exactly. And a shout out to Marty and his team at Influence Podium. You guys are doing a great job, man, so I highly recommend them.